Have you ever found it challenging to say no, even when you really want to? It's a common dilemma, isn't it? We often find ourselves in situations where we feel compelled to agree, to nod our heads, to take on tasks we don't have the bandwidth for. It's like being handed an extra suitcase when you're already struggling with the weight of your own. Why is it so difficult to say no? Well, it's because we fear the judgment of others. We worry about being perceived as unkind, uncooperative, or selfish. But here's a thought. Isn't it unkind to ourselves when we stretch our limits thin, sacrificing our mental well-being? Setting boundaries isn't about rejecting others, but about respecting our own time and energy. When we learn to say no, we are making a powerful statement about our self-worth. Remember, saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a person who respects their own time and energy. Imagine the power you hold when you can say no without feeling guilty. Yes, that's right. Saying no, often seen as a negative response, actually holds an immense amount of power. It's a declaration of personal boundaries, a step towards self-respect and personal growth. Let's consider this scenario. You've been invited to yet another party. It's been a long week and all you crave is a quiet evening at home, perhaps indulging in some self-care. Saying yes might seem like the easier route, avoiding conflict or disappointment. But what about your needs? By choosing to say no, you are prioritizing your well-being, your time, and your energy. It's not selfish, it's necessary. This simple word can free up time for what truly matters to you, allowing you to focus on your goals and aspirations. And here's the beautiful part. Saying no can open doors to opportunities you never thought possible. It's not just about declining, it's about choosing, and that, my friends, is power. Now let's explore some steps to say no politely and assertively. Saying no doesn't have to be a daunting task. It's all about delivering your message with respect and empathy. Let's break down this process into 4 simple steps. Our first step is acknowledging the request. When someone asks us for a favor or invites us to an event, they are considering us valuable enough to be included. It's essential to recognize this and start your response by acknowledging their request. For instance, you might say, "I appreciate you thinking of me for this." Next comes the second step, thanking the person for considering you. This shows your appreciation for the trust that they've shown in you. You could say something like, "Thank you for considering me for this opportunity." The third step is the actual act of declining. Here, you're going to want to be polite yet assertive. It's crucial to give a brief reason if necessary. But remember, you don't owe anyone a detailed explanation. You might say, "Unfortunately, I have prior commitments that I cannot reschedule." Finally, we have the fourth step, offering an alternative if possible. This is not always required, but it can leave the other person feeling less let down. If you're declining an invitation to a meeting, for example, you could suggest, "However, I would be more than happy to catch up later and discuss any important points I missed." Let's put it all together now. "I appreciate you thinking of me for this meeting. Thank you for considering me. Unfortunately, I have prior commitments that I cannot reschedule. However, I would be more than happy to catch up later and discuss any important points I missed." Remember, the key is to be respectful and empathetic. And don't forget, it's okay to say no. You are not obligated to agree to everything that is asked of you. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you practice saying no, the easier it becomes. So there you have it, the power of saying no and how to do it politely. We've journeyed through the struggle of saying no, discovered the liberating power it holds, and learned the tactful steps to express it. It's a simple 2-letter word, but it carries a world of strength and self-respect. Remember, the art of saying no is not about being rude or unkind, but about honoring your own needs and boundaries. It's about creating a healthy balance in your life and relationships. Now, it's your turn. Apply these steps in your day-to-day life. Start small if you need to. With every no you say, you're taking a step towards a more empowered you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content. And comment below. Tell us about a time when you found it difficult to say no and how you overcame it. Until next time, stay strong and remember your worth.